Well, a day after his angry tirade in Arizona, the US president has appealed for unity and national healing in a speech to war veterans in Nevada. The latest turnaround comes as Donald Trump is facing a rising volume of criticism from all sides of politics. Anne Barker has the latest.
It's become almost a cliche to say that Donald Trump is having a horror week. But in the wake of the violence at Charlottesville, the US president is under attack on every front, from corporate leaders who've resigned in protest from his advisory councils, to his own Republican colleagues thwarting his legislative agenda, to Hillary Clinton's new book branding him a creep, and now even a campaign to have him banned from Twitter. Though in his latest speech in Nevada, Donald Trump glossed over the bitterness dividing America.
We are people who love. We are people with heart. We are people who adore. We are people that are great.
The president's call for national healing comes a day after chaotic protests disrupted his angry speech in Phoenix, Arizona, where he attacked his enemies one by one, not least the US media. Now the groundswell of protest against the president is mounting on all sides. The former Director of National Intelligence, James Clapper, interviewed on CNN, has questioned Donald Trump's fitness to be president.
I just find this extremely disturbing.
Are you questioning his fitness?
Yes, I do. I really question his ability to, his fitness to be in this office. And I also am beginning to wonder about his motivation for it. Maybe he is looking for a way out.
Is he a threat to national security, the president?
Well, he certainly could be.
More worrying for Mr Trump are the ructions among his own colleagues. Republican Speaker Paul Ryan rebuked him over his threat to shut down the government to force the completion of a border wall with Mexico. Donald Trump is locked in a feud with Republican Senator Mitch McConnell, so bad apparently that they haven't spoken in weeks. A New York Times report warns the feud could even threaten the Republican majority in midterm elections next year. President Trump also attacked other Republican senators, including Arizonan Jeff Flake, who is labelled toxic over his stance on borders and crime.
I will not mention any names. Very presidential, isn't it? Very presidential. And nobody wants me to talk about your other senator who's weak on borders, weak on crime. So I won't talk about him. Nobody knows who the hell he is.
And as if all this isn't enough to keep the US media in a frenzy, Hillary Clinton, the former Democrats' presidential candidate, has revealed she considered telling Donald Trump on national television he was a creep during one of last year's election debates. Mrs Clinton has written about her unease with Donald Trump in a new memoir about to be released.
It was one of those moments where you wish you could hit pause and ask everyone watching, what would you do? Do you stay calm, keep smiling, and carry on as if he weren't repeatedly invading your space? Or do you turn, look him in the eye, and say loudly and clearly, back up, you creep, get away from me?
And now, too, there's a novel campaign to have Donald Trump banned from Twitter. A former CIA spy, Valeria Plum, has launched a crowdfunding campaign to buy the social media site outright just to have him blocked from tweeting. She says the president's tweets damage the US and put people in harm's way. But she'd need around $6 billion to buy Twitter, and so far she's raised just $22,000.
Anne Barker with that report.